Welcome to the Cook Desk again. As we know, we have already configured the Loki server with the S3 bucket to use it as the backend storage for storing the logs or chunks. Now the idea is to integrate our Grafana server with the existing LDAP server. So suppose we have an LDAP server here, and on that a user exists. So that user tries to log in to the Grafana via the URL or the DNS, whatever we have mapped here, and he or she will use the same username and password that is created or shared from the LDAP. Now when he or she tries to log in to the Grafana server, the attributes will be fetched from LDAP server and the information will be exchanged. On the basis of that, the user will be authenticated into the Grafana server. Now it is not necessary to have the user already created in Grafana server. Even if the user is not created or not present in the internal Grafana server, that will be auto created by using the attributes from LDAP server. Let me show you my LDAP server Active Directory. So just open Active Directory users and computers. This is my Active Directory. Here I have created a L3GLA as the OU, but this container is empty for now. But first of all, we can check this our Grafana server. I can refresh, and here I'm trying to log in with my admin password. It's fine, I'm able to log in. For setting up the LDAP server, just go to Authentication, LDAP, and here these are the basic settings that we have to enter. This is the server host. So my server host is basically a private server. I'm using this one. Now the bind DN, this is the same username or password which will be used to integrate our LDAP and the Grafana. So we have to create this one. We will go through the Active Directory users and computers, go to users, right click, and right click here, new user, sorry, and we will put a reasonable name. Right now I'm putting this one, Grafana, maybe DNS AD. Now the user logo name is very important. I'm putting this as DNS AD. Next, put a good password. I'm choosing password never expires. Next, finish. Now our user is ready. Go to this, put the DN. For finding the DN in easier way, you can click on this one, right click, properties, just go to the attribute editor, scroll down, and here you can see the user principal name. Double click on it, copy this one, go back and paste here. One more thing I forgot to mention, if you can't find this properties and this attribute editor, what you can do, just click on view and make sure the advanced features is turned on or this check mark is there. Then after you will be able to find the attribute editor. You can close this one, copy, and yeah, now the password, it is the same password that we have just created. Okay, now for the search filter, we will use the SAM account name. This is basically the security account manager. Now the SAM, you can copy it from here again. Sorry, not this one. This is the user, attribute editor. Okay, you need this one. Right now we need the attribute name, not the value. So you have to put this one is equals to %s for string and make sure to put it in bracket. Now the search based DNS will be the base DNS. So base DNS is jbsupport.local, but if you are making sure, then properties again, and you can copy it from maybe, yeah, you can copy it from here. So try to copy it till the DC only. I'm putting my base DNS here. Click on advanced settings. The port is by default 389. For me it is 389 as well. The name, these are the attributes, and it is very important because on the basis of this, the user is basically mapped with the name and all the information between the LDAP and the Grafana. So head back to this one. For the name, just click on the properties again, attribute editor, and you can find the name as the given name. Just copy the attribute. Make sure you are copying the attribute key, not the values. Put it here. For the surname, just put the SN. Yep. For username, go back. Properties again. For the username, I advise you to put the SAM account name again here as well. For the member of, just put the member of. It's fine. Member of. For the email, again, properties, back, the user principal name, copy, here, paste. Now the group mapping is very important. On the basis of this, you will be able to assign the organization as well as the admin in there and whatever the permissions is required. So for the group search based DNS, it's fine if you created the OU to isolate the users, or you can use the user from here. I will add the users from here as well. So properties, attribute editor, CN. Let me copy the CN as well, and I can paste it here. Also, I will try to put it from the L3GLA. This is the empty container I have shown you earlier. Properties, attribute editor, the DN, copy, back, paste here. The group name attribute is again the SAM account name. Now add group mapping. So for the group mapping, the group DN, it is giving session because I have already created one before. So let me go here, new. You can create a group here. My bad. You can create a group here. I can name it as L3 OU, L3GLA OU, super admins. Okay. And right click, properties, attribute editor. We'll click on this one, copy. This is the destination name of the DN. Go here, paste. I will mark this as, okay, enter. Mark this as admin. Also the Grafana admin. Now you can add another group mapping. So maybe the viewer access, I can create it from here. Group L3 GLA viewer. Fine. I'm putting this way. Okay. And properties, attribute editor, DN, copy, paste. Now assign these as viewer. It's fine for us. And I can close, save and enable. Let us go back. Let's verify, edit. Things are here as well. Okay. Now one thing you have to make sure from this Grafana server, the port on my LDAP server should be opened on 3389. The 389 or whatever the port you are using for your LDAP server. I have already saved it, authentication. Let me go back and here, let me create a user. So new user, and let's call it as GLA admin. I have created a same user with that name earlier as well, but the properties in the Grafana were reset. It is from default. Next, you can put any password. For this, I don't recommend it to you to password never expire. I'm not recommending that. And next, finish. Let's try what will happen, and I will tell you. So if I try to log out, and I'm just putting the L3GLA admin, I have changed the password this time. When I try to log in, the username of the password, that is login failed. So what is the reason? Because I have not added this to any of the security group, and even if I go back again, admin, this password, login here, authentication, LDAP, edit. Because of this one, the group mapping. The group mapping are based on the users and L3GLA, but this user exists here, but it is not in any of the group, right? You can see the super admins or the viewer. This is not in any of the group, that's why it is not able to log in, right? Even if you say that I have entered maybe wrong password, then I can show you again, GLA admin, reset password, and at this time, must not log on. I have to open Notepad or something. Dexter, sorry, TQD lab @ 25 maybe, copy, and I am just pasting here, paste. Okay, password changed. Let me try to log in again, GLA not admin, and I will paste it here, show you. See, it is not able to log in. So I have to just go here, properties, and the member of, add, I have to search L3 GLA, right? OU, and check. I can see the name automatically came here. Apply. Okay. Now try to login again. Password that I've taken from here. Copy, paste, login. Still, we aren't able to log in. So what's the issue? Let's drag back. Go to the Active Directory. And if I go, yeah, okay, let me check on this one first. Member of. Okay, we need the enterprise read-only access for this one. This is the first thing we have to put, and we forgot this one. Enterprise read-only domain controllers. Make sure you make this kind of mistake. Let us try again. Go here, gla.admin, and the password from here. Copy, paste it here, login. Wow, nice. We are able to log in. Go home. You can see I have the most of the permissions available here. You can go to authentication. You can see LDAP is here. Let me show you one thing more. Users and access, users. You can see L3GL admin, last active less than 1 minute, and LDAP. Even if I go into this one, you can see all the things are synced via LDAP. And yes, this is the Grafana admin. Now let me sign out, and let us change the permission for this. So L3GLA, the viewer. Okay, no, this one, properties, member of, and here let me just remove it from this, and yes, add L3 GLA, check names, viewer. Okay, sorry, apply. Okay, and now try to log in gla.admin. Password from here, copy, paste, login. I'm able to log in, but this time this not any admin user. You see, I don't have any permission. I can sign out, and for your confirmation, I can create a user. Let me name it viewer, maybe chunk, or you can say chunk. Yeah, I'm just testing it, so maybe it's fine. Viewer duck. Okay, sorry, it's a very bad name, but yeah, viewer duck. Copy password. Let me put the password as I think maybe whatever. Home. Copy, paste. It's fine. Next, finish. Now let me properties, member of, add, make it as super admin. And before this, when I just put this hyphen and tried OK, it automatically choose the viewer, because if I do this, even after that, there is only one which is matching the name. So OK, apply, OK. Now let me try to log in. So okay, what's the name of that? Sorry, viewer.chunk. I have to copy the username actually. So this is not a username of this. So attribute editor, and yeah, the viewer doc. So I need this value. So control A, V, and the password is this password. See, I'm able to log in, and there's nothing any access. So let me go back and try to log in with the admin again, and I can go to authentication, up, and LDAP. What's this one? LDAP. Sorry, not this. Administration, users access, users. See, again, the LDAP is here. That was all. Thank you.